I'm just going to stop right there, Rich, and say, why do we keep saying biologics? Why don't we ever say bodies? When somebody says biologics, I used that phrase with some of my friends the other day. I said, and they've got biologics. And they said to me, you mean bodies? And I said, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, we need George Carlin in this conversation right now.
What are we saying about biologics? We do. I miss the man. That would be so great. What's a biologic?
It's a body, or it's part of a body. It's, a biological sample, I guess. I mean, not Jake Parker, David Grush. David Grush introduced that phrase.
He did
back a couple of years ago to Congress. We all remember, and it sounded kind of cool at the time. It's like, ooh, biologics. That's a new phrase. Yeah, I'm going to use that. I really think it's as simple as that. But also, I think it's part of our general cultural movement over many, many decades to just, as George Carlin pointed out decades ago, to just siphon out the visceral directness of the words that we use.
Well, it's funny about biologics, though. I take certain meds, and a couple of them are called biologics. So that's what I thought a biologic was.
I think they probably come from aliens, and I assume.
Well, that may explain some of the changes I'm having here. So that's what I thought, and then he used the term, and then people started using it. And I guess the only thing I ever was unclear of, if it's not a body and it's inside a craft, and you're choosing to use the term biologics, which he did, he could have said bodies. What are the alternatives?
He could have said biological materials. It's a little longer, but still pretty clear.
And, again, what biological materials are flying craft around and crashing? I don't know. Anyway.
What's interesting about that,
yeah,
what might be the most significant thing, someone should ask David Grush this. Did he say biologics because that was his own quirky expression, or is that an expression that is used within the Pentagon bureaucracy?
I believe the latter. I believe what you just said is actually the heart of the matter. Right. They don't talk about bodies in the Pentagon, and they don't talk about bodies in the military industrial complex. They talk about biologics. And so, because the one thing you could say about David Grush, and again, I've met him and I've seen him testify and I've thought about him a lot. He is a guy who speaks in a certain style because that's the world he lived in. And so if he's choosing to use the word biologics, he's doing it for a reason.